I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
On today's episode of 1 Minute Reactions, back to Dr. Stone, episode 12, Buddies Back to Back. I have to say, this is probably the most intense episode I've witnessed so far. Even more so than seeing Senku die, or all the heartbreak that Taiju and Yuzuriha went through. At the same level of watching them create a light bulb was awe-inspiring, this episode had that level of nerve-wracking tension. Now, last we left off, we took a giant leap forward in the kingdom of science. Not only did we get an artisan, Old Man Kazuki, we also got glass. Now this is already proving to be super useful. Not only did we get that genuine heartwarming moment where Senku and Chrome presented Suiko with glasses and she was able to see the world, through unblurred eyes for the first time, but we're also gaining some equipment, yes, in the form of beakers. And this is much needed for today's step, which Senku, touts as being the most deadly of the steps in creating a sulfur-based antibiotic, and that's actually obtaining sulfuric acid. And it's actually the main reason why Senku made Ginro's spear silver. Silver will actually react and turn black in the presence of hydrogen sulfide. So as the group sets off, containing Senku, Chrome, Kohaku, and Ginro, they eventually come upon an emerald lake. Its brilliance only matched by its deadliness. Yes, this is the sulfuric acid much needed, but this is one giant hurdle. How the heck are they gonna get that close to a super deadly gas that'll literally kill you in 0.1 seconds? Well, they decide to make gas masks. Yes, returning back to camp and utilizing Kazuki once again. This is really their only course of action due to the pure potency of sulfuric acid. I absolutely loved how they explained, activated charcoal as well as potassium carbonate. I mean, they're basically just explaining the filtration system of this gas mask. Not only do we get this little bit of science, but we also get our first basically heart-wrenching moment. We see that Senku is going off on his own, at least he wants to. He sits Chrome aside and begins to explain, hey, I need you to stay behind. Besides me, you're the only one that has a potential to finish this, to keep the knowledge of science going. So I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you everything I know, all 2 million years, right here, right now. Chrome says, hell no, I'm not doing this. It sounds like you are planning to fail. We're a team. What's better than one scientist? It's 2 scientists. So let's go out there together. Let's do this. I'm not losing a friend. You and me can take this monumental task on together. So stop being an asshole. Yeah, that's Chrome words and not mine. Now, Kohaku, she's just sitting up in a tree, literally watching all this, and we get to see a flashback into why she actually ran off from the village, why the chief, her father, is kind of upset with her. Basically, everyone has written Ruri off. She's going to die. So, Kohaku, it's your turn to step up. You're going to be the next priestess, and we have to pass on what they refer to as the 100 Tales. It must be some kind of history of the village, or, we have seen them use science a couple times, calling it sorcery and shit. So maybe it's a way to pass down other information through tales. I don't know, but Kohaku just can't handle this. Screw this, I'm out of here, and just basically takes off. I mean, that's just, it hits you in the guts. It hits you right in the feels that basically everyone is acting like Ruri is already dead. In the Stone Age, and with their technology, maybe it is a death sentence to have whatever she has, but just acting nonchalantly and saying, oh, she's gonna die soon, so let's hurry up and pass on the information to you. You'll be the next head priestess. Like, that's just so cold-hearted. Or should I say stone-hearted? But and we get this nice little interaction after the flashback between Kohaku and Chrome. She sees his resolve. She even, does a little jab. Hey, you're gonna be upset when we save Ruri and stuff. She still has to marry Kinro or Ginro if they win the tournament, so you're gonna be upset? If you are, don't worry, I'll be your wife. He goes, no thank you, you two are completely different. She's so nice and pretty and beautiful, and you're a gorilla. Nice little comedic end to that kind of, like I said, gut-wrenching moment that we had in the flashback, as well as, the tension created between Chrome and Senku. But after getting everything ready, they set out. Senku and Chrome, wearing the gas mask, go back to the lake and begin to, gather this acid. I mean, this task is literally one where one misstep and it'll cost you your life. And this literally what happens. After a giant sulfuric acid bubble bursts, rupturing Senku's gas mask pipe, Chrome sees this, calls it out, and he kind of like rushes towards them, and literally the edge of what they're standing on breaks away, and it goes to this slow motion effect, and you see Senku, like reaching out and trying to like rush towards towards him, yet Chrome almost acknowledges that, hey dude, I'm fucked. There's no point in even rushing over here. And he's slowly going towards this giant pool of literally death. And out of nowhere, we have Ginru, who after talking to old man Kazuki, who has just happened to be working on a spare gas mask, has found his own resolve and decided to face his fear and go out there and help this group, coming face to face with that sulfuric acid lady in the lake type creature, you know, that illusion he sees. And in the end, after words of wisdom from both Senku and Chrome, he is able to man up and literally saves the day. Now they have acquired sulfuric acid and everyone is still alive. Like I said, today is just one of those episodes where I literally almost had a heart attack. When the time slowed down in the anime, so did my heart. It was gut-wrenching to watch Chrome in slow motion go towards that pool of sulfuric acid. I mean, Senku dying was a big thing, but killing off the main character in episode 4, yeah, right, that's not gonna fucking happen. Killing off kind of a newerish side character in episode 12, it's plausible. I mean, we're talking about the most deadliest step of this antibiotic drug making, so I mean, it's plausible. I didn't want it to happen, but it's absolutely plausible. But I absolutely loved it that Chrome stepped up early in the episode. Now Ginru is stepping up. We had that bittersweet moment between Kohaku and Chrome. Old man Kazuki is just doing straight work. I mean, he's already made glass and gas masks. Like, how much more badass can this artisan be? But now that the most potent step of creating this wonder drug is over, how come I get the feeling that it's not going to be, you know, simply as, you know, putting all this shit together? I don't know. Knowing this anime, there's more hurdles to go, more steps to get this thing done, and we still have to deal with the fact that there is a person literally out there willing to kill them. Actually, hold on, multiple people out there are willing to kill them. Yes, we still have Shishio as well as Magma. I gotta say, this stone world is a bitch, but I'm loving every minute of it. With that being said, I cannot wait for future episodes.